Hello everyone, welcome back to AEROHUB and welcome to the series of lectures in Aerospace Structures 1 or Aircraft Structures 1. And in the previous lecture, I have given an layout of this entire course. And in this lecture, we will start the module number 1, which is nothing but the aircraft loads. This is the module layout. First of all, we will see the structural element, then we'll go into the part of airframe elements. In this section we will be dealing with different parts of the airframe, like in the case of a wing we have ribs, we have spar, then stringers, the skin, and in the case of fuselage we will be having longerons, then we have the frames, then we have bulkhead, etc. So we will see the importance of this part, as well as we will see the functions of this part, and also we will see the design criteria for this particular part. And in the next section of this module we will be dealing with different types of loads that is acting on an aircraft, that is the air load, ground load, inertia load, and gust load. And one of the most important aspect in aircraft design is the flight envelope. We will be seeing what is the importance of flight envelope, and we will be doing numericals based on flight envelope, gust envelope, as well as in the case of air loads, calculation of loads acting on the aircraft. Okay, so this is the basic layout of this entire module, and the textbook I am following is Aircraft Structures by Megson, Aircraft Structures by C.T. Sun, and Aircraft Structures by D.J. Perry. Okay, these are the textbook you can refer for the further understanding of this topic. First of all, we will be seeing the basic of structures, and also we will cover the topic of structural elements in this lecture. Okay, so a structure is basically an assembly of load carrying members. A structure, if you consider the section of a wing, which should be an airfoil, this section is called a rib, and we have a number of elements like the spar, then we have ribs, etc. Okay, so this structure is like the assembly of load carrying members. Like the ribs will carry a certain type of load, the spar will carry some other types of load, and the stringers will carry some other type of load. So the main concept of a structure is, it is basically an assembly of load carrying member. Okay, and the basic function of a structure is to transfer load from one member to the other member. As you can see in the this diagram, see in this slide, the main function of a structure is to transfer one kind of load to the other structure in any other form. Okay, so we will be seeing an example of how the load is getting transferred in the wing in the upcoming lectures, and this is very important in the case of in the understanding of the subject only. Okay, now we will see a general overview of different types of stresses acting on an aircraft. This is for a general discussion. As you can see the figure of an commercial transport aircraft, and at the nose section the main types of load which is acting is the impact load, especially in the part of radomes, and this particular part is very prone to bird strikes, etc. Okay, you might have seen lot of videos whether the bird strikes are occurring in the radome part and also the engine part also. Okay, so the fuselages are like an cylindrical shell. It's a shell type of structure. For shell type structures we have a types of stress called hoop stress. Okay, hoop stress is there. So the types of stress acting on a shell type of structure is called a hoop stress, and we have some other type of stress also that will be discussed in the later part of the this course. And you are aware that the wing will be producing the lift for the aircraft, so the wing will be subjected to some kind of bending, and the upper section will be subjected to compression, the lower skin will be subjected to tension. So the combination of compression and tension is called the bending. Okay, So these are the types of load acting on the wing, and mostly entire skin of the aircraft will be subjected to the shear load. And if you can see here also, in the horizontal tail as well as the vertical tail, they have both bending as well as torsion. Okay, so the basic types of stresses which is acting on an airframe structures are the tension, compression, then is combination which is bending, then shear as well as the torsion. And we have the cases of fatigue and impact load, which is for the structures. If you consider the impact load, like it will be affecting the nose part, then it will be affecting the horizontal tail, vertical tail, the rear part of the fuselage also. And also the fatigue can be affecting the aircraft at the lower portion of the fuselage. And also here we have the high local loads, that's mainly due to the presence of the engine. Okay, so these are this is an overview about the types of loads that is acting, or stresses that is acting on an airframe, okay, of an aircraft structure. And if you consider a fighter aircraft, this will be completely different. Now we will be considering discussing about the structural element. These are the basic structural element that is used in airframe design. First case is called the tie. Tie is nothing but it is a member which can carry a tensile load. Okay, and the strut is a member which can carry a compressive load. Beam is any member. You are aware about different types of beam. I think most of you have undergone a course in mechanics of materials or strength of materials or solid mechanics. So beam is nothing but a structure which can carry some kind of bending moment. Okay, and a column, we'll be discussing about column in this particular course. It's a column is a vertical strut. Okay, so strut is nothing but a structure which can carry the compressive load. So columns are a vertical strut, that is a column is a vertical axial compressive member. Okay, and the shear panel, this is a common structure in an airframe. It's a thin plate which can carry loads in shear. Okay, so we have curved shear panel, etc. So basically these are the elements that are used in airframe design: tie, strut, beam, column and shear panel. Okay, so this is all about this lecture, and we'll be discussing about the airframe elements in the next lecture, that is about the ribs, spars, stringers, etc., skin in the case of wing. Then in the case of fuselage, we will discuss about the longerons, frames, bulkhead, etc. Okay, so that's all about this lecture. Thank you for listening. Take care.